Remastered maps is something that every zombie fan wants in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. And I think at this point, the point that we're at, I think there's enough proof to say, uh, I think it's almost guaranteed that we're going to get it. Now, obviously, there is some, some doubts in my head sometimes. I'm like, there's no way they're going to release, new stuff. But not only what Treyarch's been doing, but Activision even come out themselves and said this is going to be the first time they have three active communities for a Call of Duty game. They're going to have Modern Warfare Remastered, Infinite Warfare, and Black Ops 3. They said that. And we know that Treyarch said in the past that they're still going to support BO3 this year. But there's really good evidence also. So in the zombie comics, we know we've been getting these loading screens, and it's just remakes of the loading screens that we're kind of used to. So you see right now the Nuketown loading screen. This isn't the original. The original Nuketown loading screen was much more confusing. Um, and so what they did was they went back and kind of just helped us, understand this loading screen a little bit more. And we've got other loading screens too. We've got Ascension, which was remade into look like a Revelations type one, and most recently we got Not Grown Toad and a Mob of the Dead crossover. Um, and so that's three loading screens there, but it goes back farther than that. You can actually go back to the DICE Summit in 2015 because they was doing some teasings there, and we got actually remade loading screens at that conference, such as this. This is the Moon loading screen, but this is a different one. This is the one that showed at the DICE Summit press conference when Mark, uh, Big Papa Lamia, was doing his press conference, and this was before BO3 was even revealed. We got Moon. If I remember correctly, we got a Shangri-La remake loading screen. There might have been one more. There was also a Doris one. Now, what did Doris turn into? Doris turned into the Giant, because that same loading screen was the loading screen for the Giant. And so if that tells you something right there, that says they was teasing that turned into a map. What about these other loading screens? They're teasing a bunch of loading screens. What does that mean? Personally, I do think it's happening. I think this is just enough evidence. I mean, just that alone, knowing that we got teased a new, because the loading screen that we saw at DICE of Doris, we was all kind of baffled because we didn't understand it, because it was something that we never seen before, because it was a new loading screen for Doris. And so uh, that turned into a remake of a map. And so I think that just shows what they're doing. They're just teasing us again. They're going to give us these loading screens. And maybe it isn't until the comic's over. But I think we're going to get, at some point, I think we're going to get remastered maps this year for BO3, because it just makes too much sense. They we haven't had something like this since BO1, and power in the hardware isn't an issue. They couldn't have done something like this with BO2 on the 360 because that console and the PS3 and stuff, that generation of hardware just wasn't up to par. But now we have the power of hardware. We could have all maps, or not even all maps, just the maps they're teasing, and I'll be fine with that. Just because give us an Ascension remake. Also, we do have the updated texture models. I know some big YouTubers, zombie YouTubers, and Mr. JD and all those guys. They made some videos on this, how they're finding updated textures of Origins, Ascension, stuff like that. I think it's all going to come together, and we're going to get remastered maps in BO3. I think this is something Treyarch wants to do. They're not going to do like a DLC 5 situation with a new zombie map that we've never seen before. I think it's just going to be remastered maps, and I'd be fine with that. A Mob of the Dead remake, an Ascension remake, just all of that, Moon remake. Just give me that. I'm fine, because I'm not really playing Infinite Warfare right now. I'm not going to be playing such. Well, I might be playing such summer games. I'm probably not going to. But I'm playing a lot of BO3, so just give me remastered maps. I'll be fine. I'll be set until 2018. Just Vonderhaar, Blundell, Vonderhaar. If I could rub your bald head, I would. Please, Vonderhaar, do it. Even though Vonderhaar really doesn't have nothing to do with this, it's zombies. But Vonderhaar, well, he's got the minus touch, Anyway, bye.